Welcome to my workshop. You are watching Casual DIY channel, and in today's video we're going to be checking out this laser engraver and cutting machine from AlgoLasers, the Delta with 22 watt power module. This laser actually has got some really cool and unique features that I want to share with you. First of all, we need to put it together. Check out how neatly everything comes together. You've got some instructions, bits and pieces in the first layer, and then the machine itself. As you can see, the frame is already put together. Beautiful case for your glasses. That's the laser. You've got the air pump assist as well with this. Really nice control for the air pump, so you are in full control of that. So yeah, I can't wait. Let's take it all out and put it together. Now the instructions, the manual that comes with this machine is absolutely fantastic. Nice clear pictures that will guide you along the way. And actually what they suggest to do is to use the foam that's inside of the box to put this laser together. And how cool is that? It makes the whole job even easier. However, I decided to take it out of that foam so you can see clearly and easy what I'm actually doing and how I'm putting it together. First of all, on the laser module, we're going to install the air assist nozzle. On the sides here, on the Y-axis, you've got these metal plates that are connected to the pulleys. It's a simple process. Just marry them up together like so, and then with some screws, make sure the connection is nice and secure. Now to the laser module itself, we can attach the magnetic protective laser cover. And now we can mount the laser module on the X-axis, and I have to say AlgoLasers got the best method of actually attaching the laser module to the X-axis and then allowing it to set the focal point with such an ease. Look at that, you just got a lever over here that locks the whole holding mechanism for the module itself. I actually love this solution. That's simple, drop it in, lock it in place, that's it. Right, that's the right hand side of the machine, that's the X-axis. As you can see, we've got a hole here that will allow us to tension the belt of the X-axis itself. To do that, you need the M422 screw. Whack it in there, and now with this screw we can actually adjust the tension of our X-axis. Make sure that the laser module moves freely, and now I can actually lock this setting in place so it doesn't move on me. There's another bolt just over here. I need to do it up to make sure my setting stays in place. On the back of the machine, on each corner, you're going to have two bolts. Again, this one will lock our setting in place, and this one will add the tension to our Y-axis. Make sure the tension on the belt is more or less the same on both sides. That is perfect. I'm now going to lock it in place, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now we're going to install the feet, so I'm going to flip this bad boy over upside down, just like so. And the feet themselves, they just screw on. As we are still in this position, we can install the Wi-Fi bits just over here. A few more things to sort out and we are more or less ready to go. That's the air pump. We're just going to put the air hose onto it. On the side of the machine, you've got the air hose that's coming out from the laser module itself, so it's out of the way. I really do like the cable management here. There is none to do. Everything's out of the way. It's super well thought through. As you can see, you've got the box junction over here with the power cable, with the air assist through. Absolutely spot on solution, and there's no messing around with any wires at all. And same with the air pump over here. You just connect it to the machine itself. There is no extra charging bricks, anything like that. It goes straight to the machine itself, and as you can see, you've got this really nice control with LEDs to tell you exactly how much air volume the pump is pumping in, and you can adjust it at your will. Very cool thing to have. And lastly, the USB cable for our PC or laptop. Next, let's just quickly talk about the two basic safety features that this machine comes with. Safety emergency stop button, and actually it's super cool because you've got LED lights inside. Not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but look, it's actually, they are red. That means the button is engaged. So before use, you need to disengage it and it turns green. Great stuff. That is, sometimes you actually can't tell if it's on or not, and this little quality of life improvement on this machine just proves how much care and detail the team has taken to create this machine. Next is the key lock, making sure your kids will not be able to use this machine, or if you're sharing your workshop with somebody else, you know, you're going to take the key off and nobody else will use your machine. So yeah, two very fantastic safety features there. And there you go, guys, about 10 minutes to put this machine together, and that's including with adjusting the tensions on the X and Y axes. Absolutely dead easy. We're ready to go. Okay, so the tests will be as follows. First of all, we're going to do an engraving test. After that, we're going to be doing some cutting tests to see what this module can actually do. After that, we're going to go through different types of materials, different types of cuts, so we can clearly understand how powerful and how capable this machine actually is. And during the tests, I'm going to talk you through the features that this machine has and the specs as well. And I think then you'll understand why the features make this machine different from its competitors. For the first test, I've got 5mm plywood and we need to set up the focal point. Nothing easier. Release the lever, drop down the retractable foot just over here, rest the module on the material, lock the lever, and you've got a button just over here to retract that foot. Job done, you're ready to go. Right, and let's talk about some specs with this machine. First of all, the work area. In this case is 440mm by 415mm, so it is a little bit larger than the usual standard lasers. The maximum engraving speed is 30,000mm per minute. The module itself has got 22 watts of power, however, is the second generation COS technology, so it performs a lot better than others, and that will give you greater quality of any engravement. On the module itself, you've got some LED indicators. First one is air, so it will tell you the volume of air going through the air assist. At the minute is 0, so the LED is red as we are just engraving. After that, you've got lens, so if the lens is going to get dirty, it will let you know. Then flame, obviously flame protection as well, flame indicator, very important safety feature. And on top, the blue light is laser. Basically, it means it's operational at the minute, and power. Other safety measures that this machine has is offset detection, tilt detection, USB connection, beam detection and protection. So that means if the laser is constantly working in one spot and it's not moving, it will detect that as well. Current and voltage detection, and what I already mentioned is the emergency stop switch and the key lock. The machine is also upgraded with new nylon rollers, which means they will last a lot longer and give you far better performance and durability. Much better than the normal standard rollers that you get in most laser engravers. Right, then let's have a look at the engraving performance. Now the results are definitely very good. We can see that at higher speeds, even at 60% power, we are getting really good results. And at 20,000mm per minute, you know, even at 20% power, you're still gonna get some marks on this. And I'm glad I've started with 2,000mm per minute, as anything slower, it just would probably go through the material. As you can see, at 100%, 80%, it nearly went through the board. Okay, let's tackle that first cutting test, 3mm plywood, as you can see, and to no surprise, you know, it went through, no issues. Every single box is clear. That's what you would expect from a powerful laser machine like this. So let's check it on a bit thicker piece, 4mm plywood. And again, the performance is absolutely spot on. We've got one tile left, but I think that's going to come out. Yeah, it's coming out quite easily. So 400mm per minute, 80% power, 4mm ply, no issues at all. And look at that, no overburn, clean cuts, beautiful job. Let's try out 6mm plywood and see how far we can get. Let's check how many more tiles I can pull out. And look at that, 6mm ply, really thick, but look at the overburn, nothing on it, really nice and clean cut, beautiful. Right, let's have a look if any more of these tiles will pop out. Yeah, 300mm, 100% power, and looks, that's it. Not bad performance for 6mm ply, and again, oh, it nearly went through on this one, not far at all. So yeah, really good and solid performance here, guys. One of the features that sets this machine apart from its competitors is the smart screen control. You really get a lot of options here to control your laser, and to be fair, you can actually use this machine without connecting to a laptop or a PC. You can do it from here. But also you do have the ability to connect this machine via Wi-Fi to an application as well. But let me just show you all the options you can get from here, as they are really extensive. So let's go to settings first. On here you've got Wi-Fi connectivity. You can set that up. Machine settings, the sensor settings, so you've got tilt detection and protection, vibration detection. You can change how sensitive the sensors will be. Then engraving settings, prompt for engraving times, prompt for engraving range. You can all adjust those settings. System settings, language, screen settings, sound, virtual USB disk, and obviously you can restore the default settings. Now the virtual USB disk, if you switch that on, the machine itself has got 30 gigabytes of storage on board, and what you can do, you can transfer your files from your laptop or PC to this hard drive and then use it offline. Now control, as you would expect, you can actually control the air pump from here, and you can move around your laser module. So let's go into the Engrave tab, and we're going to use the storage that's already on board, and we do have some files over here. So let's pick one up, let's say this one, PNG file, and there you go. You can actually see the image itself on the screen, how it looks like. So, you know, you're never going to pick the wrong one. You're going to pick the one that you wanted. Okay, let's go with this tree. You can go engrave, and as you can see here, you've got a lot of options. Okay, you can choose the material you're going to be using. So plywood, for example, image quality, medium, power, how much power of the laser we're going to be using, scan mode, speed, how many passes. If you wanted to cut something out that's a little bit thicker as well, so how many passes, you can change that as well. Size, we can actually type in the size of the image as well. So as you can see, this is absolutely next level technology here with a laser engraver. It's definitely one of the fantastic features that sets this machine apart. Now it's time for the ultimate test of cutting capacity. We're going to go through 14, 17 and 20mm pine boards. Let's have a look how many passes this machine will need to cut through those. And there you go, only 2 passes for the 14mm pine board, and just look at the quality on this. Okay, no overburn at all, no burning on the pieces, really nice and clean, crisp cut. Okay, time for the 17mm pine board. Let's have a look how many passes it will need to go through. And again, only 2 passes. Look at that. Again, fantastic performance. Hardly any burning. No overburn at all on the pieces. Absolutely amazing performance. But now I'm curious about the 20mm pine board. Now that's a big one for a 22-watt module. Let's have a look. Okay, it's going through. The material itself We're just gonna count all the passes, and I think, yeah, 5 passes, that's it. I'm just gonna give it a bit of a nudge. Yeah, it's coming off. It was just the last few fibers that were holding it. To be fair, probably it would actually sort this out in 4 passes, but just to be safe, we went with 5 passes. And again, look at the quality of the cut. No charring at all, no overburn. 20mm pine boards, no issues at all. Now let's have a look if this machine can cut through 3mm black acrylic. Settings are 100% power, 100mm per minute. Let's have a look how many passes it will actually need to go through. And I think it actually went through with a single pass. Let's have a look. Yep, it managed to cut through 3mm acrylic in a single pass. In this case, 30,000 millimeters per minute, 100% power, engraving my photo. And here are the results. Absolutely fantastic. No issues at all. Even at those types of speed, the quality is fantastic. The detail is great, as you can see. You know, the glasses, the shirt, everything looks ever so sharp and good. 30,000 millimeters per minute, and you can achieve this. Very good performance. Engraving a metal business card, no issues at all. Obviously, you can pick those up in different colors and you can get really amazing results like that. Look how crisp that is. And obviously, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more cool content. But yeah, look at that, absolutely brilliant. But we can also engrave normal steel. Look at that. That's 3mm piece of steel I've got, and the engravement is phenomenal. Look at the quality, the detail, and how sharp it is, how dark and vivid. Absolutely love the performance of this laser. That's something else, I have to say. Really, really good. Next, we're going to engrave a piece of slate. The settings here are 3000 millimeters per minute, 100% power, and it is ready. We're going to wipe it off with a damp cloth to see what we actually got. And again, nice, crisp and clean engravement, full of detail, beautiful quality. What do you think? And the final test, white ceramic tile. The speed over here is 400 millimeters per minute at 100% power. And again, absolutely spot on performance, nice and deep engravement with no issues at all. Very, very nice. As you can see, it's a super capable machine that actually I've not found any issues yet. Now, if you remember my video when I was testing the alpha version of this, on the back here, the motherboard was actually exposed. In this case, no such thing. Everything is built over. There is no exposure to any components at all, so great improvement there. Cable management is absolutely superb. Nothing is getting in the way and everything is where it needs to be. Super simple assembly that's going to take you about 10 minutes, and that's including adding the tension to the pulleys on all the axes. And the screen itself, if you don't want to have your laptop or PC hooked up to this machine, you can just download the items, the files you want this machine to do, put them on the SD card that's actually built into this, and off you go, working offline, batching out your work with no issues at all. And the module itself, with the super smart feature of the lever itself, there's no messing around with screws, anything like that. It takes seconds to set up your focal point, and the new technology that the laser has in this makes it a very, very powerful unit. It's only 22 watts, but I have to say the performance is really a lot more than you would think. Now I hope the test that I've done today for you will give you a good understanding what this machine is capable of doing and what potential projects you can actually do as a hobbyist or actually for your business. However, I will have another video on this machine with a project that I'm working on. It's a cool one, so you definitely don't want to miss that, and it will showcase again some features of this machine and how to utilize them. So make sure to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss that video. However, I do have a lot more videos on my channel. If you want to watch them, I've got really cool playlists just over here. So click on those and hopefully I'll see you on one of those videos there. Take care.